we were up against a huge problem. You can smell the fuel. Once you enter the well itself, the conditions are very poor for breathing.
Closest to the ladder well. Ladder well.
40-year-old retired Senior Chief Master Diver Brian Simic led a team of Navy divers in late December and early January who used white absorbent bags and skimmers during the fuel leak disaster at Red Hill.
We're using that skimmer to suck just the surface, the very top of the water where the contamination was suspected to be the most.
Simic says it was clear their efforts were outmatched by the massive spill.
We didn't have the capabilities adequate enough to really make any type of lasting improvement on the well.
The divers who went in had dry suits and breathing apparatus, while those directing them, like Simic, only wore their uniforms.
Your clothes were completely saturated in fuels.
He says the chemical vapors irritated his eyes. 5 months later, he still takes medication for his eyes, and he worries about long-term health impacts.
It was mostly my eyes that were affected and irritated, and that would last pretty much the entire time you were there, and then for several hours after you came out of the well.
In early December, his wife Jamie spoke out about her family's illnesses from drinking the tainted water. She spoke to HNN from their military home.
How long have I been poisoning myself and my kids?
And then her hospital bed at Tripler.
They failed us and they're continuing to fail us.
To see the fuel contamination for myself, with my wife as sick as she was, that was hard.
After 20 years of service, Brian Simic had enough and retired from the Navy. Now, as the state and military focus on draining the Red Hill fuel tanks, he wants to make sure sickened families are not forgotten. Mahealani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.